Hi, and welcome to another edition of the Nate Moore Show. Our show is brought to you each week by Reliable Heating and Cooling of Massillon. I'm your host, Dave Sheets. Joining me is the head coach of the Massillon Tigers, Nate Moore. Coach, welcome back to the show.
Thanks for having me on.
Coach, your Tigers have advanced to the Division II state championship game after defeating Cincinnati Anderson 55-7 last Friday night in Columbus. First of all, congratulations on the win. Describe for us how you were feeling as you were walking off the field after the game.
I was feeling good that we won. Obviously get to move on to the next round of the playoffs and turn the page to Week 16.
After giving up a touchdown on their opening drive, your defense shut down Anderson's offense the rest of the game. Were there any in-game adjustments made by your defense after that first drive?
Less six-man pressures and cover zero. But the kids just played was really the thing. They just played hard and adjusted to what they were throwing at us.
It seemed like the ability of your three-man rush to constantly apply pressure on their quarterback led to great coverage of their receivers by the rest of the defense.
Yeah, our coverage guys did a great job all night, and we were able to get a decent amount of pressure, sending 3 and 4 guys.
On offense, the Tigers were able to show a good balance between the run and the pass. As usual, that success can be traced back to the offensive line. Those guys did another great job, didn't they?
Yeah, our offensive line played really well.
Anyone else on offense that you'd like to highlight for their performance against Anderson?
I think it was a great team victory. Offensively, I thought all of our backs ran hard and well, but the offensive line was dominant up front, and we need one more week at that out of those guys.
The special teams also provided a score in the first quarter when Emmy Harris ran a kickoff back for a touchdown. Tell us more about that play on special teams.
Well, it was a return to the left side of the field, and he got cut off by an Anderson kid, and the rest of those guys were flowing over the top. And so when he cut back off of that initial kid, he was able to make a guy miss essentially, and then it was off to the races, and the kicker couldn't get him, and so then it was just getting the end zone. So Emmy did a great job.
Your team has done a great job protecting the football, especially during this playoff run as well. Talk about avoiding those costly turnovers.
I mean, really, that's just it's staying true to fundamentals, keeping the ball high and tight, covering up when you're in traffic, and as a quarterback, you're just making smart decisions and not try to force anything, live to fight another day.
Thanks, Coach. In a moment, we'll talk with a Tiger player, but first this word from Reliable Heating and Cooling.
There was a time when 10 miles to the gallon was acceptable. Today's 40-plus mile-per-gallon cars weren't even in the rearview mirror back then. Of course, this Lennox air conditioner wasn't on the radar either. It's solar-ready, the quietest, most energy-efficient air conditioner you can own. It's time to live in the now.
Call Reliable Heating and Cooling for the most advanced technology in heating and air conditioning. When you're ready to live in the now, call Reliable Heating and Cooling.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
Thank you, Reliable Heating and Cooling, and welcome back to the Nate Moore Show. Joining me now is senior offensive lineman Sam Snodgrass. Sam, welcome back to the show.
Thanks for having me.
You bet. First of all, congratulations on the win last week against Cincinnati Anderson.
Thank you.
It's a great win. Tell us what it was like in the Tiger locker room after the game.
Just trying to warm up again because it was cold outside, and then obviously a lot of good emotions going around. Excited to be back at the state championship game.
You and the rest of the offensive line have played well all season long. What's been the key to the group's success up front?
Just our physicality and love for each other. I mean, we owe it to each other, and starting all the way back in January in the off-season workouts, just building that relationship with the guys, and we've been with each other for a few years, so just got a lot of respect for each other.
What are some of the skills a good offensive lineman should have in order to be successful?
Helps with good size, good height, good weight, and then also being light on your feet helps a lot. Got to make a lot of tough blocks, blocking skilled players at sometimes, which is fun because they're not as strong as you, but it's fun to block them.
Most offensive lines are very close, both on and off the field. Do you guys get to spend much time together away from the field?
Yeah, a lot. So my best friends are on the offensive line, and we love hanging out with each other. Just last weekend, we watched the Ohio State game, so we love spending time with each other.
Great. To get to the state championship game is a tremendous accomplishment. As you think back on the season, can you recall a single player moment that stands out to you the most?
Probably the first snap after the second half of the Valdosta game, whenever DeJuan took that big, long run. I know I boosted a lot of confidence up in our team after that game, especially, just love hanging out with everybody,
Yeah, and that was a great way to start the season.
Yeah, great game.
Well, it's been a great ride. Now, your opponent this Thursday night, as you know, are the Hoban Knights. How about a scouting report on Hoban's defense?
Obviously, they're a great team. Got a lot of size up front. Number 9's really good. We got to attack him all night, wear him down. And their linebackers are great as well, too. So it's going to be a fun game, but it's going to be a challenge.
And I know, Sam, you and your family have a long line of Tiger football in you. It's in your blood, and I know you're super excited. We wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
All right. I want to thank Sam Snodgrass for joining us on the program. Coach Moore will rejoin us after this timeout on The Nate Moore Show.
Hello, and welcome to the Stark County Humane Society. Today we're going to give you a few pointers when considering adopting a new furry friend. All animals here at the Stark County Humane Society are spayed, neutered, microchipped, vaccinated, dewormed, and if old enough, heartworm tested for our canine friends. Adopters will receive a free exam within 2 weeks of adoption at local veterinarian hospitals. We encourage all adopters to take full advantage of this. A one-time adoption fee is required for your new furry friend. When you adopt, you get an awesome adoption packet that includes treats for your new fur baby and savings for you. But this is not where the cost of adoption stops. Did you know the average cost of an animal like a new puppy or kitten can cost up to $500 annually? This includes annual veterinarian visits, preventative care, and everyday supplies like crate, litter, food, toys. But I hope this doesn't scare you away. Adopting an animal is a huge responsibility and a commitment. Please take the time to consider the cost of adopting a new pet into your family today. I hope to see you soon at the Stark County Humane Society. Please visit our website or visit us on social media for more information.
Welcome back to the Nate Moore Show. Coach, we just heard from senior offensive lineman Sam Snodgrass. How has Sam contributed to the overall success of that offensive line group this season?
Sam's the leader of the offensive line. He's a really good player, 3-year starter for us. He's played every position on the offensive line, and so he provides a lot of depth. And he's really gotten stronger between last year and this year, and he's really playing well.
The state championship game this Thursday night at Tom Benson Stadium in Canton features our Tigers against the Hoban Knights. Many of the Tiger fans are familiar with Hoban and their tremendous amount of success. What can you tell us overall about this year's version of the Knights?
They're a great team with a great defense, very fundamentally sound, well coached. They're good at all 3 levels defensively, offensively they want to run the football, just like years past, and have a big offensive line that gets after it. They'll play a lot of different running backs that are all really good, and so it's going to be a very physical 4-quarter ball game.
Offensively, you mentioned they like to run the ball. What are some of the formations your defensive line will be seeing?
They're pretty similar to us, really. Whether you call 11 or 20, that doesn't matter. Sniffer fullback, 3 wideouts, some 2 fullback stuff like we run, some spread, and some heavy formations, so very similar.
And then you mentioned their defense strong at all three levels. Formation-wise, what will they show you? And are there formations you've seen this season by other teams?
Yeah, I mean they're an even front, 4-2 with a true nickel. Three true cover guys that they'll match up. They play a lot of man coverage. One true safety deep. Mm-hmm. But we'll see some cover 3 too. I'm sure. Almost all one high is what they've shown. But 3 cover guys, 4-2 with a true nickel.
And typically they've had some great special teams, some great kicking and punting. Do we have that again when you look at Hoban?
Yeah, really good kicker and punter. Solid on all special teams.
Okay,
good
great
team.
Well, of course, we wish you the very best of luck. We hope that we can bring home that elusive state title on Thursday night.
Yep.
All right, thanks, Coach. I want to thank Coach Moore and Senior Offensive Lineman Sam Snodgrass for joining us on the show this week. The Nate Moore Show, brought to you each week by Reliable Heating and Cooling. I'm your host, Dave Sheets. Thank you for watching, and as always, go Tigers, beat Hoban.
Most of us are engaged with the internet in one way or another every day. A fast, secure connection matters. It keeps us entertained, informed, engaged. MCTV cares about keeping you engaged, no matter what's thrown your way. Need an upgrade? Choose from a range of reliable options, including whole home Wi-Fi. MCTV. We go the extra smile.